Hi, Scott McConnell from Distance CME. Welcome to another War Story Tuesday. Have a great story from Russ. Russ writes to us, toned out for a woman in labor and had a paramedic student on the squad with me who I thought was pretty sharp. So I went with the attitude, unless there is smoke and flames or shots fired, I'll keep my hands in my pocket and my mouth shut. Patient was in the living room on the floor. Of course, most of the neighborhood was in attendance, so first thing we did was crowd control and sent everyone home. The patient's head was to our left. We were at about the patient's knees, and the OB kit and everything else was by the patient's feet, which was to our right. The student was doing an outstanding job of talking her way through the delivery, being very professional and calm. Things were going great. I was kneeling directly behind the student. The baby's head emerges, student suctions out the mouth and the nose, baby is delivered, and the student states, now we have to stimulate and dry the baby. Remember, all of our equipment was to the right by the patient's feet. So the student, in what appeared to me to be in slow motion, is moving the baby over to the blanket and the towels. But she hadn't cut the cord yet. Flashing through my mind was the vision of the baby's guts exploding out of the hole, being created as the umbilical cord was ripped from the baby. But luckily enough, the delivery gods were watching over us because the cord broke right where it should have been cut. I reached my arms around the student, clamping each end of the cord with my thumb and forefinger and stating, we need to clamp the cord. The student replied, no, we need to warm and dry the baby. Trust me. We need to clamp the cord, and the student finally realized that she had skipped that step. The cord was then clamped with no blood loss. Rest of the call was uneventful, but that was the day I definitely should have bought a lottery ticket. Wow, great story, Russ. Definitely emphasizes the need to go over things like OBGYN calls. You know, in EMS we see a lot of cardiac, we see a lot of trauma, but the percentage of peds and the percentage of OBGYN calls exceptionally small. So luckily, National Registry of course requires 16 hours in this particular field, which definitely goes over a lot of this material. Russ, great story. Guys, if you'd like me to read your war story in one of these blog posts, why don't you drop me a line at info, I-N-F-O, at distancecme.com. That's info at distancecme.com. More than happy to either say your name or do it anonymously, but why don't you send me your war stories, and that way I can share it with quite a number of other people. Check us out, www.distancecme.com, and remember guys, why are you still sitting in a classroom getting refresher training? Come to us. Save time, save money, take the classroom with you. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on YouTube, a lot of great educational videos on YouTube as well. Once again, guys, thanks for listening to the Russ's War Story. This is Scott McConnell from Distance CME. Take the classroom with you. Thank you.